Hello, my name is David Perez Negrón. I'm the main developer of DECA currency and vice president of Neetsec International. The fact that its base components is Ether and carbon credits. Ether is volatile. Carbon credits are not so, but yet we freeze carbon credits price by canceling them. It was not complex, but long. The fact that you need to do security audits, work with frameworks, and verify the good implementation of the code. Basically, that's the main importance of it. The code is short, but is pretty well audited. It cannot drop to zero because it's commodity based. The commodity, carbon credits are commodities, just like gold. So the commodity helps us in order to have this mathematical parameter which keeps a frozen value of DECA. Carbon credits are cancelled, frozen in the price on that specific moment, attached to distributed database that is OrbitDB, and we attach it in the Ethereum value. Then we also have the other component that is Ether, and the Ether is what we are getting from the ICO, which we will use to gradually increase this value. So it is semi-stable in a percentage, and it is stable in the carbon credits commodity percentage. It is interesting because if Ethereum drops to zero, we will still have the records of these commodities cancelled and registered into our distributed backlog. Because it holds not only the carbon credits decentralized registry backlog, but also holds the price mechanism, the main variables that helps you calculate the price mechanism. There's a thing about it. It is a little bit centralized now because specific accounts can have the control over it. So it is centralized in a way that we can attach or remove carbon credits that we get and cancel. What we intend to do is have a 3 years development time in order to create a proof of vote stake-based consensus mechanism where we remove ourselves from the equation, and that will be fully decentralized. But well, in order to do that, we need to get some funding. The fact that it's based on GPL version 3, most of the code, because there's a specific code of the servers and stuff that we cannot release yet. But the greatness about free software is that you can get lots of improvement by the community. We know this development started by 2 companies, but the main goal is to release it and be controlled by the DECA community. So it is important for DECA to be a FOSS, because people must have access to the code in order to trust it, and we know that people, developers and community should be involved in order to achieve DECA's goals. The greatness of software comes from a big community, also of cryptocurrencies, and everyone can see what we do and how it works. So that's the important also in the security field. Well, DECA is my main and dream project, but I have some social impact projects that I'm considering. One is a fork of DECA project in order to have a registry decentralized of silver, Mexican silver specifically, and well, tokenized. And the second one I think is very important because nowadays people not trust governments or companies or banks specifically. So I'm doing this smart contract ideas in order to have a retirement cryptocurrency that helps people. Probably at the beginning it's just a smart contract that someone can handle, but you owner of your retirement. It is hard to say an ICO in 2020, but we need money to develop a technology as the one we propose. It is not easy, and we already made an approach with the first investment of our two main companies, Neetsec and IPFS. And I think it is already working, but it's centralized. The thing that we need to solve is to totally decentralize it, and we will do it by a proof of vote by consensus mechanism. This development is not easy, and the research that we have currently in blockchain papers is not enough. So we also need community to support us, and well, the ICO was the main solution we find to solve these issues. Well, running your own platform requires lots of engineering. I mean, if you're going to do it well. First of all, you need money, you need infrastructure in order to have security against 51% attacks or others. So the main thing is we decided to go over already robust Ethereum network and get audited by Quantstamp with a pretty small code that does the job. If we're going to do these things, we need to do them well.